Take two. I've been up since 2 a.m. and I'm feeling a little tired, but I think today was an amazing day, and I want to tell you some of my top highlights from the day at BlogHer18, the Creators Summit. So we heard from a shit ton of speakers, all female, hallelujah. So the topics ranged from like empowerment, launching a blog and a business, to how to find your tribe, and also career advancement and like going with what you're good at. Also like meditation and mindfulness and spiritual healing and kind of the gamut, but I think the women that spoke to us were just the boss babes of 2018, and so it was super powerful. So here's a few of my faves. One woman, our keynote, said, practice radical generosity. Radical generosity, like if you can't pay your rent 1 month, but you still have your neighbor over for dinner and you treat, like just radically giving things away, which I know I need to practice. The next is that patience is the most underrated skill as an entrepreneur, as well as showing up and being consistent. Being consistent as an entrepreneur and patience actually were the top two things that Marie Forleo shared with us. And she started her blog, I believe, almost 20 years ago. Well, she said she started the coaching program back when the internet just started, and she feels like, if you don't hear from her on a Tuesday, that her words, not mine, that she is dead, because basically she's been sending content every Tuesday for the past 20 years. So if it doesn't happen, it was good while it lasted with Marie. That's what she said. Anyways, I have lots of notes, so I'm gonna look at them because I can't remember it all. It was just out of control good. We heard from a panel of corporations that they shared with us what they look for in influencers, and that not all influencers that they hire need to have, 1 million followers, that they really look for influencers that have, an engaged community that respond to them online, and that they actually really like helping women grow their audience. So if they feel like they're a good fit for their brand, that they will work with that influencer, even if they've not totally crushed it online. Like they have a good following, but they're not, celeb status. So I thought that was really cool. Let's see what else. We've got a little bit more here. Someone said, which I think this is a great reminder, I've heard this so many times, but before you post content, you ask, is this going to serve my community? And how is it going to serve my community? I think that's just a huge component that I love being reminded of, because sometimes I just get in my head and I think, oh yeah, everybody wants to hear this, but no, maybe not. We've got a few more notes here. Lots of notes. Oh, Gabrielle Union was probably, I feel like she brought the house down. I mean, I'm a Marie Forleo girl through and through, but Gabrielle was just on another, what she spoke about in terms of what she's experienced in her life, when it came to rape, when it came to fertility and miscarriages and infertility, and what she was looking for her doctors to provide to her, and they didn't show up for her in the right way. I mean, people were crying in the audience. It was ridiculously just soulful, and such a good female speaker. And I just felt privileged to be in the room with her. But she really said, if you have something and it's knowledge to you and you don't share it, you basically, shame on you for not sharing it. And that you need to go deep and work on your issues, because if you don't work on yourself and you don't work on your issues, but you try to move forward with a business or product, that all those issues are going to surface, and it's just going to become more of a pain in the ass and a bigger deal if you don't first dive deep on yourself and, you know, figure out who you are and figure out your childhood issues and anything that's created you to create, you know, not so great thoughts and mindsets, and really just hash them out before you even move on to bigger and better things. She basically said that sometimes the people that are cheering for you, you'll never meet them. So some of her biggest fans are online, or she sees them in the grocery store or while she's walking her dog, and that basically she doesn't know who they are, but that they have her back, and it's an incredible feeling. Then Amy Schumer came out. She was a VIP unexpected guest, and we basically all fell off our chairs, and she was cracking us up, telling the people in the front row not to take a picture of her because everybody should know that an angle from her feet up is not a good angle in a baby doll dress. She made a lot of comments about that, some I won't repeat, but she's hysterical. Another woman, her name is Mama Cax, that's C-A-X. She shared that true beauty is what someone cannot take away from you. I just thought that was huge. And that if anybody's doing online content or writing or sharing, that use your platform to create your community. And that another blogger said, do what makes you feel comfortable. Stop trying to adjust with what you feel like everybody wants you to show up and be. Okay, last page of notes is that basically ask yourself, you know, if you're looking for a mentor, who then are you mentoring? Because in life, it's the gift of karma, it's the gift of giving back. And how are you supposed to ask for someone to be your mentor if you're not even giving that to somebody else? The woman that shared that, her name is Tiffany Dufu, D-U-F-U, and she basically, I will look and see if I can find what her book is, but she talks about not being a perfectionist but showing up for other people, including yourself too, but that you need to really give away as much as you know and share as much as you know and help as many people as you know, and in turn you're going to get the help. So those were just some nuggets of a lot this day, and I really appreciate having the space to share this with you all, because it just helps me to share it and talk about it more. And the amount of women at this conference that are inspirational and encouragement and empowering to the female audience, I feel like this is life-changing. And if anybody hasn't been to a BlogHer conference, obviously this is my first one, so and you think about it, you should definitely start following BlogHer online. The media company is called She Knows, and just watch for and subscribe to be, you know, on their newsletter list. And they do other events throughout the year. This is just their Creators Summit. So with that, somebody's, you know, blowing the horn, sending us off. I'll give you a view of the Hudson, and I will talk to you all later. Bye for now.